This is not Ambessa preparing to fight against Zon. And you might be thinking to yourself, what do you mean by that? She's clearly preparing for battle, and you're right on that account, but what battle? Against whom? I'm saying that because she is seen in two different instances in this teaser, and fighting against two different adversaries, or at least that's what I believe. In this scene, you can see that she's wearing full armor, and look at the hand protection, it's red and black. That's mega important, keep that in mind for later. Also, the room she's in could very well be the ship she came with to Piltover, because I believe this air warship belongs to someone else entirely. It could very well be the person she's talking about in the first season whenever she's talking to Mel about her brother. This is of course in season 1 whenever she arrived. Look at the armor she is wearing. The hand protection only red. Important, like I said, very mega important. Another scene where you can see her wearing the same type of armor is this one over here, whenever she's trying to teach her daughter something but then ends up cutting the head of the other girl. And I'm saying all of that because you can see her giving orders to her troops to throw their spears, and like I mentioned, the hand protection only red because she's wearing the previous armor in this one, like I mentioned in all of those scenes, and that's because she does not think of any of these people as warriors. This is when she fights against Zon, probably the first act, and this is the moment when someone comes along who she believes can challenge her, and that's when she prepares by taking on full armor. She also became a champion in League of Legends, however that's not as relevant as it was in the past when the belief was that champions cannot die. However, that was a thing which the directors mentioned as being a non-issue moving forward, and plot armor is not going to affect the champions, which is kind of interesting because I wonder how this is going to play out. I mentioned that because in a recent interview with Christian Link and the BBC, they mentioned how the season is going to end in a cliffhanger, and I believe it would make perfect sense to have her part of the final battle because they are moving away from Piltover and Zon. The story they wanted to tell about Jinx and Vi is done, and this way they can raise up interest whenever they are doing either a new season or most likely a new series. And you want it answered, the big question: who is the guy? Who is this person she's mentioning in season 1? Who is she going to fight? Well, it's most likely going to be Swain, although there are other options. I for one would love to see Darius more than Swain. In the end, what do you think? Is she proud enough to not wear full armor whenever she's fighting against Zon, or I'm just missing with this one? And if you also think I was right, then you might also want to check this video and of course subscribe to the channel. Thanks.